What's good, BFM? This is Big Tone coming at you from Big Tone Productions, Beats and Feasts. Hey guys, it's Friday, but you know that, and you also know it's time for us to do another cooking video. So today we're going to do something I've been wanting to do for a very long time, and that's orange Sriracha short ribs, guys. Oh, it's going to be wonderful. I already know it's going to be wonderful. I've never done it in a power pressure cooker, but we're going to give it a shot today, and it should turn out great. But if you like this video, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe to the channel, turn on your post notifications so you know when I put a video out. But that's every Friday, guys. So let's get started with some orange Sriracha short ribs. All right, guys. So to start off, we're going to start with our supporting cast, guys. With every Asian slash whatever you want to call a video, there's always a lot of ingredients, but don't get intimidated by that. It just takes a lot of spices, a lot of different things for flavoring. But for this one, we got soy sauce, we got apple cider vinegar, the good stuff. We also got sriracha. We got some honey here, any kind of honey. You can also use the orange blossom honey, I think they have. Then we got, of course, my pink Himalayan sea salt, even though it says soul food seasoning, but don't pay attention to that, it's just the bottle. We got some black pepper, some lies, which Lowry's likes to walk. And then we got some orange marmalade jelly here. We also got some sambal, which I'll explain here when I put it in there. And then some sesame seed oil. This is an important step. And then, of course, we have some brown sugar. Almost every single sweet and sour type sauce that's Asian has brown sugar in it. And then we got some, in here we got some oranges cut up in segments. And then we got some, let me take it out. Some scallions just cut up. These are going to be actually go into the actual braising of the short ribs. And then we got some of the tops of the scallions just for garnishment, guys. And then, of course, the star of the dish, my short ribs. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see it? Yeah. My short ribs. Hey, guys, this is the reason why I haven't done this in a long time. Short ribs are a bit expensive until you find them on sale, which I happen to do today. So I looked out, and you guys got orange Sriracha glazed short ribs. So anyway, these are pretty cheap. I mean, I paid, I think, total $20 for these. But I did have to find them at two different stores. I got some of them from the Asian store, and then I got some of them, or the Asian grocery store, I should say. And then I got some from Kroger. So it's kind of a mixture here, but I think it's going to turn out great, guys. So let's get started. To start out this, it's very simple. The seasoning that I put on the short ribs is very, very simple and easy. Simply just salt, pink Himalayan. You know I don't do any other different. Lowry's are not walking this time, so Lowry's and just regular old black pepper. That's very simple. But just to start it with it. So first off, I'm just going to put a little bit of just regular pink Himalayan sea salt over the short ribs. Move them around a little bit so I can get it everywhere. So you guys, if you're not familiar with short ribs at all, these are fall off the bone once they get cooked properly. So I suggest you go get some very quickly and try it. No matter how you cook it, whether you cook it in a Dutch oven or whether you cook it in a pressure cooker or whether you cook it in a a slow cooker, same thing. I mean, they're gonna fall off the bone. I'm just happen to be using a power pressure cooker. By the way, you can also check out on my website. Go check this out. I'm an Amazon affiliate, so I do get a portion of the purchases, but I do have a lot of great deals. So go check it out. Power pressure cookers there. All the stuff that I use is on that website. So go check it out. Purchase it. Support me. I really appreciate it. But next thing we're going to put on here is some black pepper. And you know me, I season black pepper really heavily. But this is your food, so you do it how you want. Don't rely on me. This is your food, not mine. I'm just doing it the way I want to do it. Get them all over it. All right, guys. The last thing is my live seasoning salt. All right, move them around just a little bit so my Lowry's can get all over the place. Like I said earlier, I got these from the Asian grocery store. I shouldn't have said that. It's really an international grocery store. They have everything. I went in there today, and they had some seasoning that I just put on my website. You can pick it up on my website. But they had some Slap Your Mama Cajun seasoning. I only thought you could get that in the South, but I found it here. I'm in Indianapolis, Indiana, and I found it here at that store. But go get it from my website, bigtonereviews.com. All right, guys, so that's all there is for seasoning. It's a very simple thing. I got to wipe my hands off here a little bit. Just pink Himalayan sea salt, black pepper, and some seasoning salt. Some lies, preferably some lies. So to start putting things in the pressure cooker, what makes this the greatest recipe? Well, I'm not going to say the greatest. What makes this a great recipe is that it's really just a one-pot meal. And I just happen to be using the pressure cooker. So to get started, we're just going to simply put the short ribs in the pressure cooker. We're going to try to stand these up. Sometimes not so easily done, but we're going to try to. We're going to try to stand these up on their edge of their bone, as you can see me trying to do here. Okay. Try to stand each one of them up. Guys, I'm getting excited. I love short ribs. I'm going to stand this one up here. See if it stays. And the reason why I'm using a pressure cooker, just to cut down on time, really. And you guys know, I'm kind of a pressure cooker guru now. I love this thing. I've had it for about a year and a half, maybe. And I do a lot of my recipes in it. So, I love it. Alright, just a couple more, guys. And it's okay to make a couple on the second layer here. Alright. So there we go. We got all my short ribs in there. The next thing we're going to add to here are my orange segments here. We're going to try to get these in the little places in between the pressure cooker, or in between the short ribs, so that they can infuse their oranginess. I guess, is that a word? Infuse their orange flavor into the ribs as much as possible. Well, we're just going to kind of push them in there. I just took one orange and I just cut it up in slices. Very simple. Alright guys, so the rest of them we're just going to put on top. Doesn't matter, they're going in there regardless, okay? The braising liquid that's going to be in the pressure cooker. It's a very simple one. There's a lot of ingredients, as I said. So to begin with, this is 3 cups of water. I'm doubling this recipe that I had before. It's half of this amount, but I'm doubling it for the amount of short ribs that I have. So it's 3 cups of water. I'm going to use about 4 tablespoons of soy sauce. Now, you can be liberal with this stuff because this is your recipe. As I said earlier, you do what you want to. So that's about 4.5. You know how I get down with measuring. Alright. Next thing is going to be 2 tablespoons of Sriracha. Hence the name of the recipe. 2 large tablespoons here. And let's make it 2.5. Alright guys. And then we're going to put in 2 tablespoons of sambal. Sambal sauce, or paste, is a Chinese, basically it's a chili flake paste. It's got a lot of heat to it. Woo! But it's going to be calmed down just because of what I'm putting it in. So there's 1, and there's 2. I'm not going to make this super hot. There's other people here there's other people that got to eat this. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put in my apple cider vinegar. My apple cider vinegar is usually it's a 1/4 cup, but we're going to put in a 1/2 cup today. Like I said, I'm doubling the recipe. 1/2 cup of apple cider vinegar. I'm using the good stuff today. I'm using Bragg's. If you guys have never had Bragg's apple cider vinegar, it's got a kick to it. You got to get used to it. It's not like your regular old table apple cider vinegar, so it's got a kick to it. So basically that is all there is to it. So we're just gonna mix this up. Make sure it's mixed up really well. Like I said, I'm doubling the recipe here. That's all that goes into the braising liquid part of it. So I'm just gonna add this to the pressure cooker. Just pour it right over the top. All right, so the next thing we're gonna add here is we're gonna add the sesame seed oil. I didn't want to put it into this mixture for the simple fact that sesame seed oil is very strong and pungent. So I'm just gonna put it right over the top of it. And we're gonna put in about a little less than a tablespoon. And that's it, guys. That's all that is to the actual braising liquid that goes into the actual pressure cooker. So before I even start up the pressure cooker, I'm gonna add my scallions right over the top of this, okay, guys? So we're just gonna sprinkle these in here. Come on, why are you guys being stubborn? There we go. All right, guys, so to start this, we're gonna go ahead and put the lid on the pressure cooker. If you guys didn't know, every time you put the lid on, pull this little ring out here so it fits on there and seats really well. So we're gonna put the lid on. We're gonna lock it down with the little line and match up the two lines. And this recipe is gonna be about 40 minutes, 45 minutes is what I think I'm gonna put it in as. Hit the meat chicken button, increment it to high, and then we're gonna bring it down, bring it to 45 minutes. And there you go. So in just a second, you're gonna see it start to spin around. Wait for it. There we go. It's gonna start spinning around. That means it's gonna build pressure. And at that point, once the pressure is built, you'll see the time of 45 minutes be on the display there. And then at that point, we're just in the waiting game. But while we're waiting, I'm gonna introduce you to my glaze that's gonna go on top. So this is the glaze that's gonna go on the short ribs. So after the short ribs are done here in the pressure cooker, after they're done with that, like I said, it's about 45 minutes. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take them out of the pressure cooker and I'm gonna put them into a broiled oven for about, usually about 3 to 5 minutes. And you're gonna get nice and get that crust on them, nice and crispy. But on the outside. So I'm gonna introduce you to the sauce here, okay, guys? So orange marmalade first thing. So this is a half a cup of orange marmalade jelly. You can get it at any grocery store, if you didn't know. All right, and then the second thing is a quarter cup of brown sugar, and it's packed. So be sure you understand. All right, the next thing I'm gonna add, let me put these things over here. The next thing I'm gonna add to this is going to be the apple cider vinegar. It's gonna be about 1.5 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. Mix that up in it. And like I said, you really need to make this your own. Don't rely on the ingredients on the piece of paper because what you like to taste is not what that paper likes to taste. All right, and so the next thing is the soy sauce. So for soy sauce, it's going to be about 1 tablespoon. I put in usually 1.5 tablespoons. I like that. That's right. 1, call it 1/2. All right, the next thing is going to be the sriracha. The sriracha here is going to be about 2 tablespoons. 1, 2, 2 1/4. A little bit of heat to it. Let's mix that up a little bit. And this sauce is a really sticky sauce, so you should let it sticks to the ribs wonderful. The next thing we got is honey. We're going to use 2 tablespoons of honey. There's 1, 2, 2 1/4. All right. The last thing, not least, sambal. Sambal, I love it. I love this. If you guys don't know what this is, or you just go check it out. Just go buy it. You can pick it up at the local grocery store. It doesn't have to be an Asian grocery store or an international grocery store. You can pick it up at any of them. So we're going to use 1 tablespoon of sambal. Give it that heat factor. Let me move these out of the way so you guys can see. All right, guys, so I'm going to whisk this around with the whisk. Here. Make sure everything is nicely incorporated. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's wonderful. And it even smells even that much better. All right, so the last thing we're gonna do is taste it. You gotta taste your food, guys. Oh, that's so good, guys. Oh my God. It's got a little heat in the back of your throat. It's good, it's good. So we're just gonna set this aside until the pressure cooker's done. We're gonna take these ribs and put them under a broil. Then we're gonna brush them with this sauce, and I'll show you a finished product. But let's first, we gotta wait for the pressure cooker to do that. All right, we'll be back by the magic of YouTube in about 30 seconds. In real time, probably about 45 minutes. It's been 45 minutes, and these are absolutely fall off the bone tender. So I'm gonna take these out of the pressure cooker. Some of the bones are not coming with them. All right, so I'm gonna take them out, and I'm gonna place them here on my little rack. Oh my God, they definitely fall off the bone. Alright. I'm going to place them on my rack. This one, the bone did not come with it. You see that? Alright, so we're going to take these and put them in the oven on broil. And you got to stay with them when you broil them, guys. Because 3 minutes is about all you need. Here, after about 3 or 4 minutes in the oven, look how these came out. And they're not done yet. So basically, our sauce that we made up here, we're going to take this and we're going to kind of glaze it over the top here. But I'm going to use some of the braising liquid, put in here, just so it can loosen it up a little bit. Put that off to the side here. Mix this in here real good. And we're just going to simply glaze the ribs. Oh, look how that brings it out, guys. Oh my gosh. Be liberal with it, guys. Guys, oh my God, this is beautiful. Look at this plate. You don't get a better plate. I got my little scallions on top as garnishment. I got my little thing of rice. So when you guys cook this, make sure that glaze that you put on there, you pour a little bit of the braising liquid that was in the pressure cooker or in the slow cooker that you use, whatever it is that you use, and loosen that orange marmalade or that orange glaze up. So anyway, here guys, this is beautiful, perfect. It's a 1-pot meal, a lot of ingredients, but they all go in the same pot, so it's not a huge thing. Hey guys, if you like this video, like, comment, subscribe. By the way, I want to thank everybody. I reached my 1,000 subscriber milestone that I've been trying to reach, so I really appreciate everybody that's done that. And we're going to continue pushing on. Let's get to 10,000, guys. But anyway, like, comment, subscribe, turn on your post notifications. Thanks for watching, guys, and continue watching. This is Big Tone signing off. Peace.